What's up? Welcome back YouTube to What's the Matter Coaching. My name is Oscar.
My name is Crystal.
And today's video is episode 8, Breaking Free from the Horizons of the Mind. So Crystal, I want to talk about first what the mind is composed of so our viewers know, why it's important to go beyond it, to break free from it, and to expand these horizons.
So the mind is all those thoughts, behaviors, all those thoughts, beliefs that parents, culture, and the world in general puts within you since you were born. And all those keep you in the box, and within this box is contained the fabric of reality, which keeps the human being limited.
Perfect. Thank you for that. So, just to emphasize on that, this fabric of reality that we're talking about is going to be the reality that has been taught to us. Okay, you see, the fabric of reality that we've been perceiving and learning throughout our lives has kept us in a box, as she said. And the reason why is because this reality that we've been taught is limited in its teaching. You see, the way we walk as human beings, the way we live life, it's like we're living a template, right? A template of how the human being is supposed to live, which could be farther from the truth because our potential is limitless, okay? We're bound by no confines, yet right now we're living within one. And so the why of why it's so important is to realize that, first of all, there is no box, okay? And that we've been living a small story of the human being our entire lives, but this story is contained within a larger story, right? A larger reality and way of perceiving it. And within that reality is a book of an infinite scale, okay? It's a little metaphor so you understand that once you break free and once you expand your horizons of your mind, you realize that the story that you've been living as a human being has been taught to you, and that's not all there is. There's actually more. There's a bigger story, a more exciting story of the human being, which is your potential, your true nature, your best version, and which then brings us to why it's so important to evolve. The fact is that if you look at our world right now, you can really start to observationally recognize that we are monkeys living in luxury, and other metaphors so you can understand that the level of consciousness that has run our world for thousands of years has created no internal progress, no real evolution, right, for the human being. We've evolved externally through our technologies, the clothes we wear, the houses we live in, which again brings us to the metaphor monkeys in luxury. Okay, and I don't know if you want to tell them about that. The other example that we talked about, which was the repeating of a grade.
Yes, it's like we keep repeating the same grade. It's like we just to put an example, we still in second grade, and how do you feel when you keep like repeating the same grade? It's like shit, I want to go to third grade, but we don't actually realize.
In high school and college.
And there's so much other levels, but we're going to keep in the same loop. We keep thinking in this box, and if we keep living in this box and we don't break free from the box.
And you could call that box the collective mind. Again, the way society has imposed the behavior of the human being on us. But you see, as soon as and the funny thing is actually that most human beings don't realize that it is a story, right? It is a story, and it is a grade that we haven't even realized we've been repeating. The majority of human beings haven't realized that we've been repeating the same grade. But then that brings up the importance of, wow, thank you for watching this video, because now you're able to realize, recognize, and affirm now from now on that you no longer have to repeat the grade. By making the choice to evolve just one time, you then embrace evolution itself, and you start to move on to the next level of consciousness, becoming aware of more of who you are, more of your potential, and bringing that forth here on this earth to create heaven on earth. Okay, so this is the why of why it's important to break free and expand the horizons of the mind. And now let's move on to the how.
How?
Okay.
How we're going to give them the technique first?
Yeah, give them the technique first. A technique that we really start to apply into our lives to really keep us on track, to know exactly what we need to integrate and to become the next level of human being.
So one of the techniques that works is to keep a dream journal, and every time that you have a dream, write down the dream, and start searching for the spiritual meaning of that dream. What you said, what symbol do you saw, circumstance you were in water, you were falling, and look for the spiritual meaning of that. And from there you're going to start getting familiarized with all those beliefs, because when you have a dream, it's your own consciousness speaking to you from that belief system that keep you in that box. And from there you can start evolving and start changing those.
So the thing is that doing that technique right there, you start to connect dots, right? You really start to become and understand who you are, why you act the way you act, and really see in your dreams through a very symbolic way of learning and interpretation that, oh my goodness, this is what I haven't healed yet. This is what I literally keep thinking about on a daily basis, right? For example, let's say in your dream you were thinking of water, drowning in water. Water is symbolically representing emotions. That means you're drowning in your emotions. You see how you were able to you are able to connect those dots and to dive into a deeper portion of yourself and say, oh God, I've been really emotional lately, and maybe I need to investigate that to then heal that, to then transcend that. Okay? And so again, this is the emphasis, and that's one of the techniques. It definitely works. We've both been applying it. And to talk about it more generally real quick before we wrap up this video, it's basically knowing thyself. So you don't have to necessarily do a dream journal. You can do a regular journal, right? You can write down in that regular journal, you know, all your habits, your bad habits, your good habits, your weaknesses, your strengths, your preconceived flaws, you know, what you need to work on within yourself. What are you lacking in your daily life? Are you striving to become your best version every moment? What are your limited beliefs that you keep on trying to project onto people, or that you keep on expressing on a daily basis? All these things, right?
Becoming familiarized with your inner world.
Yeah, your inner world, guys. Know thyself is just inquiring within, recognizing all those portions within your story of your personality. And once you really recognize your story, you're able to embrace your story authentically, all that you've been through. And tell me, from experience, Crystal, how does it feel to really embrace authentically and accept who you are in your story?
It feels great. And you don't need to start acting as someone that you're not. And that's the best feeling of all. Just being yourself, just be who you are, without any mask, and without start putting like I have to be like this, I have to be a certain way. Just be freely you.
Freely you. So even if you don't know you that well, from the heart. That's the fastest way to connect, right? Be your most loving self, you know.
And in each moment.
In each moment, yeah, because as you do that, as you keep making choices back to back, you create that momentum. And by creating that momentum, you bring forth progress, and then progress then brings change. And you see?
Yeah, sí, automáticamente.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah, automatically, you keep on starting to, you know, become little by little, step by step. And as you take baby steps, you then take huge leaps, and then quantum leaps, right? And then you start shifting realities. But we'll get to that in another video. But again, this is the exciting you that we're talking about here. And so, know thyself, you know, get a journal, become aware of all your patterns, accept them, heal them, finally walk your story, embrace it authentically, and then you may tap into the higher, more universal truths, right? The higher functions and ideas about reality that are beyond your box, right? Your box, which is your personality and your mind, beyond your mind. And then you got to see the universe for what it is. You get to really understand reality for what it is, but after you finally broken free, you see? And you can live from this place of beyond this and know that you're so much more, and then bring forth that to the world. The world needs that, right? And the world needs more highly evolved beings to be the example for the rest. And that will create a domino effect, and people begin to expand their consciousness worldwide without a doubt. So, thank you for watching this video.
What's the matter with
you? What is matter really? And what is the matter with the world?
With the world.
So, to wrap up this video, do what you gotta do, recognize who you are, embrace your story, and let's evolve.
Let's evolve.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
The importance of breaking free of the horizons of the mind, of the horizons, importance of breaking free is going to be